श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम्। ॐ मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्त कौमुदीयं विरच्यते। अ इ उन् ऋल् ऋक् ए ओङ् ऐ औच् हयवरट् ळन् ञमङणनं झभै घढ धश् जबगडदश् खफ चटथ चटतौ कपै श सर् हल् इति महेश्वराणि सूत्राणि. So yesterday we saw तथा च शास्त्रं तथा च अच्त्वं स्यात् इत्यस्य अच्त्व पदबोध्यत्वं स्यात् इत्यर्थः. There in the end he said ग्रहणक बलात् ग्रहणक शास्त्र बलात् अच्त्वं स्यात्. So for that he gave the meaning. What is अच्त्वं स्यात्? What does अच्त्वं स्यात् mean? अच्त्वं स्यात् means it should be accepted as ach. अच्त्वं बोध्यम् इत्यर्थः. Now what is Grahanaka Shastra? He explained what Grahanaka Shastra means by bringing in Karane, Lyutta and Swarthekaha, etc. Now, what does that mean? So he says, Tathahi Anudit Savarnasya cha Pratyayaha Anudit Savarnasya cha Pratyayaha Anudit Savarnasya cha Pratyayaha अनुदित सवर्णस्य च अप्रत्ययः. अनुदित सवर्णस्य च अप्रत्ययः. That is the sutra. अनुदित सवर्णस्य च अप्रत्ययः. अनुदित अनुदित. It is in halanta. Therefore 1-1. सवर्णस्य स्य स्य रामस्य 6-1. Cha is avyaya. Okay. Then apratyayah nunch tatpurusha samasa, it is a 1-1. Okay, apratyayah. Now what does that mean? He says pratiyate vidhiyate iti pratyayah. What does pratyaya mean? Pratiyate vidhiyate iti pratyayah. Pratiyate iti pratyayah. Pratyaya means pratiyate iti pratyayah. What does pratiyate mean? Vidhiyate iti pratyayah. So he is giving pratiyate meaning vidhiyate iti pratyayah. So that which is a vidhiyate means that which is being given as a vidhi, as an injunction. That which is being given as a vidhi or injunction, that is a pratyaya. Pratyayah parascha. We remember the sutra which gave the pratyas. Pratyayah. Where should the pratyaya come? Parascha as a suffix. Okay, we saw this. Now, based on that, he says avidhyamano anudicca. That which is not given as a vidhi, as an injunction, you have to bring in this. That which is not brought as a vidhi, nadesha agama, etc. So uditcha, and that kind of an and udit, that kind of an and udit, that is what is a savarna sanyasya. That is what gave savarnasya sanyasya. That is what which gives given the name savarna sanya. So you declared what savarna is. The name you gave, but for which do you declare the savarna? What is savarna? Savarna means tulyase prayatna. So which and all are savarna? Then anudit savarna se cha pratyaya comes in. Okay, so it's a beautiful order. So he says anudit savarna se cha pratyaya. Okay, savarna se. So what does savarna? What is savarna? Anu udit, and that too avidhyamana, that which is not gained as a pratyaya. That kind of an and udit are savarna. Okay, now atra an parena nakarena. Atraiva an parena nakarena. In Laghu Siddhanta Kaunti, that is how it will be. Atraiva an parena nakarena. Only in this sutra, when I say an, An is a pratyahara. Okay. So an, when I say I un, run. So there are two places where we have nakara. There are two places where we have nakara. There are two places where we have hakara. Haya, varat, hal. Okay. There are two places where we have hakara, and there are two places where we have nakara. Okay. And at the end. So now when I say un, it can either mean a, I, u, or it can also go till lun. What un are you referring to here? So for this question, we say it is not the I, u, first nakara. Here un means only here un means till the later nakara. In all the other places, whenever we refer un, it doesn't go till the later nakara. It stops in the former nakara itself. This is the knowledge. Okay. Kuchu tupu iti ete uditaha kuchu tupu. All these are udit. Why kuchu tupu? Kavarga, pavarga? No. Ku means ku. That u is it. Harantyam u goes. Kara. So wherever we have the u as it, that is a udit. Okay. Now tad evam. Now this is the idea for whatever we explained. A iti ashtadashanam sanya. So what are you trying to explain? We are trying to establish what savarna is. For a, what is savarna? The whole 18 is savarna for a. Ashtadashanam savarnasya sanya. Ashtadashanam sanya means kim sanya? Savarnasya sanya. For it gains the name savarna. When I say a, it refers to all the 18. 18, we already saw that earlier, but he is reiterating here because only here we are establishing for which the savarna is given and for which it is not given. Okay. So when I say a, rasva, dirgha, pluta, then udata, anudata, swarita, then anunasika. All that 18 group. 6, 6, 6, 18. When I say a, all these comes. Tata ikara ukaro. Similarly, ikara te karo ukaro tata ikara ukaro. Similarly for ikara and ukara also 18. That is the idea. Ashtadashanam sanya, like that you have to tata, from tata, with tata you have to carry forward the ashtadashanam sanya, that word. Okay. Rikaras trimshatah. Rikara trimshatah. Rikara, when I say r, how many? R. We have all the three, so 18. It is not just 18. Varnayoho mithasavarnyam vachyam. This Vartika declared Rikara and Rikara Savarna. Therefore, this 18 plus the Rikara's 12. Why Rikara 12? Because Rikara does not have Dirgha Bhavat. Rikarasya Dirgha Bhavat. Rikara does not have Dirgha, it has only Rasva and Pluta. So 12. So here we have 18, here we have 12. They both are savarna to each other. Rikarasya api evam Rikaropi. Rikara also has 30. Its own 12 and the 18 of Rikara. That's actually useless. Since we have said Rikara, Varnayoho Savarnyam Vachyam, we have to bring in by force the Rikara 18 to Rikara. It is like the baby which is crying to go to the first day school. Why? Because when I say Rikara, for Rikara is Savarna, there is a use here in Sutra, in replacement, we use that. But when I say Rikara also includes Rikara, there is no use. Nowhere you replace Rikara with Rikara. So he says, Echo Dvadashanam. H means the 12. H, A, O, I, O, they mean each of their 12 because Tesham Rasva Bhava, they don't have Rasva. Okay? Edaito Edaitoho, Odautoscha, Nam is a Savarnam. And remember, A and I, O and O are not Savarna for each other. Not A and AI and O. No. A and I are not Savarna for each other. O and O are not Savarna for each other. What does that mean actually? First, what is Savarna? What is the sutra which declares Savarna? Tulyasya prayatnam Savarnam. Okay. So what does Savarna mean? Tulya asya prayatnau yasya. The internal and external effort for which they are both same, common, that similar, that is Savarna. Okay. You got that sutra, right? Now, where is A pronounced from? A. I from throat and the tonsil area. Okay. Edaitoho kanthataluhu. Okay. Odautoho kanthostam. O and O from the same place. Throat and lips. So they are pronounced from the same place, which gives, according to the sutra, Tulyase Pratam Savarnam, the possibility of they becoming homogeneous. Savarna. But they are not Savarna. Why they are not Savarna? So next he says, Ayaujiti Sutraramba Samarthyat. Because of the strength of Samarthya means the capability. Capability means here the strength. Because of the strength of beginning a new sutra, I ouch. Otherwise, why will Bhagavan play his drums, I out? And why will this fellow interpret it as I ouch? There's no point. If he doesn't want, see, what do you mean? When I say when I say what do I mean actually? When I say in un, Pratyahara Sutra, what does mean? All the all that, right? Shrasva, Dirgha, Pluta, Unudata, Anudata, Swarita, Anudasika, Anunasika, everything is represented with that If because they are all Savarnas. If a Savarna, homogeneous character of can be represented with one homogeneous character of AI can be represented with one A or I. They don't need to be specifically said. When I say A, it also includes unit I. When I say I, it also includes unit A because they are homogeneous, they are Savarna. Similar for the case of OO. But instead of saying like that, leaving it like that, he is specifically, explicitly saying a ong, I out. Because of the specific reason of saying I out, it is not homogeneous, it is not Savarna is established. Tena cha Tena aichas chaturvimshatehe sannyasyu iti na apadaniyam. Therefore, because of this reason, we should not say I when I say A, O, I, O. When I say A or O, it does not refer to the 24. What does that mean? Let us see. A means 12. Rasva, Dirgha and Pluta. There is no Rasva. Okay. I means again 12. Dirgha and Pluta. If they are homogeneous, what will I get? 12 plus 12, 24. If O and O are homogeneous, Savarna, then 12 plus 12, 24. So, iti na apadaniyam. Don't bring this idea. Don't bring 24 into this A, O and I, O group. Why? Because they are not homogeneous. Najala, we come to the Najalo later. Kim tad Granaka Shastramiti Akankshaya Tad Ovadanam Pradi Janite. Now, he said in the commentary, Grahanaka Shastram. See, what do you want to say? You want to say Anudit Sutra Balat. Anudit Savarnasya cha pratyaya. Anudit Sutra Balat. Simple. He gave it a name, Granaka Shastra Balat. He wants you to know, understand the importance of that sutra. So he's giving it a name. He's giving it a nickname. For that sutra, he's giving a nickname, Grahanaka Shastra. And then he is explaining, what is that Grahanaka Shastra? If you have this doubt there, then he says Tatsahi. That is the explanation. Tatsahi. Anudit Savarnasya cha pratyahari sutra. So he says, प्रत्यय शब्दस्य अनादि प्रत्यय परत्वे त्यदादीनामः इदम इष् इत्यादीनां परिदासो न स्यात् अतः व्याचष्टे प्रतीयते इति. ओके. अन् उदित सवर्णस्य च प्रत्ययः. ओके. So what does pratyaya mean? Pratyaya means that which is coming as a suffix, case ending. Okay. So any declension, verbal or nominal declension, that is pratyaya. Okay, fine, I understand. In Tadhita, we also said bhave, ghai, bhave, an, etc. Okay, an. There, nakara is nit, because it is nit, achonyiniti. Based on the achonyiniti sutra, the adi vritti takes place. Okay, therefore, instead of Shiva, you have Shaiva, etc. We saw this. Okay. An is a pratyaya. Tadhita pratyaya, that doesn't really mean anything. An is a pratyaya. So he says, pratyaya shabdasya, for the word pratyaya, anadi pratyaya paratve, if you accept it as anadi pratyaya, an etc. pratyaya, remember, anadi is not a-i-un or a-i-un-lan. It is not the pratyahara. And here is a pratyaya. The pratyaya which we saw there in the bhave, ghai, etc. in that area. Okay. So anadi pratyaya paratve. Tyadadinamaha idama ish ityadinam. If it is referring to that anadi, then idama ish tyadadinamaha etc. in this place, Paryudaso nasyad. Paryudasa will not take place. Ataha vyachishte. That is why he is explaining what pratyaya means. Pratiyati. Paryudasa does not take place. What does Paryudasa means? This is like some people who, while explaining it in Sanskrit, from Sanskrit to some other language, because they don't know what that word means. So what they do? Paridaso nasyat. It will just translate it as Paridaso nasyat. It will not have Paridasa in any language. But what does Paridasa mean? We already encountered this word. There he said, we'll explain it later. And I also said, we'll explain it later. I didn't explain it there. Again, now he is bringing the same word, Paridaso syat. Now I have to say, he already said he'll explain it later. So we'll explain it later. Now, how long are you going to put it off? So let us try to understand what Paryudasa is. Like I gave this example, Paryudasa, there are two kinds of negation. One is negation and another is direct negation, another is subtle negation. Okay? Direct negation and indirect negation. Okay? Now, like you go to a shop and ask for a laptop. You go to a phone shop. He's selling phones and accessories. You go and ask laptop. He says, no, we don't sell laptop. Do you have laptop? No. He'll just explicitly say no. That is pratishedha. Explicitly saying no is pratishedha. Saying no to refer to something is a Paryudasa. Like some people, they won't say no, but they'll say something else. Like there is a traditional seller of groceries here. So in those kind of traditional people, there is a class for them. So a caste for them also. So these people, if you do, they have a rule They should not say no. They won't say no sitting in the shop. You go and ask her, do you have sugar? He does not have sugar. In Rishikesh, he'll say, I'll bring it from Godown. He'll go to the next shop and bring it. He'll say, I'll bring it from Godown. There is no Godown. Okay. Anyway, if you ask these fellows in South, this class fellows, this caste fellows in South, this is an explicit caste. They have this rule. So that is why I'm saying this. Do you have sugar? He'll not say, no, we don't have sugar. He'll say, we have jaggery. He's giving you a choice. His no is not implicit, it's explicit. He is giving you a choice. He is negating it to show that we have something else in the place of this. That is called as Pariyudasa. Very clear negation is a Pratishedha. Non-clear negation for the sake of something else is called as a Pariyudasa. Okay? Now, Pratiyate iti. At ut it yasya sa udit. Udit an uditcha. An, we saw what an is. Uditcha, what udit means? Ut it yasya sa udit. For which ut is it. It, we know what it means. It is the name. Paribhasha we have given. Halantyam adarshanam lopaha. So that it gets lopa. Okay. So antyam hal it syat. That is what other halantyam said. Antyam hal it syat. Okay. Now antyam hal it syat. That is given the name it. The antya hal is given the name it. The final consonant is given the name it. Now that kind of it, where you have u as that kind of it. U is the it. Ut means taparastat kalasya, only short. It refers to only short because of the sutra taparastat kalasya. Ut means u. So where only u, the short u is not the savarna, only short u. Okay. So where only short u is it, that kind of place is called as udit. That is what is referred to as udit. Ut, it. Okay. Now udit. Where do you see that? Kuchu tu tupu ityeta ityadi. Kuchu tu tupu. In all these places, the u is it actually. Okay. Now, chakarat anudit savarnasya cha apratyayah. Cha, he has referred to a cha. What does cha mean? Cha says chakarat swam rupam ityatah swam iti anuvartate. There is a sutra swam rupam shabdasya shabda sanya. From swam rupam shabdasya shabda sanya, we are carrying forward swam. Swasya. We are all already earlier we did carry forward the swam and swasya cha sanyasyat. We gave the pratyahara. For that swasya cha we transformed it into sixth case. Here also he is doing the same. Pare tacha shashtyantataya vipranamyate. And that swa is transformed to sixth case. Swam is first case. We replace it with the sixth case. Okay. Now tadaha. Avidhiyamanasya ityadina. Avidhiyamana ityadina. Aniti purvena parena va pratyahara iti pratyahare iti samshaye nirdhareti. So this pratyahara, when you say an, which nakara are you referring to? Is it with reference to the first nakara or the second nakara? The former or later nakara? When there is this doubt, samshayasati, nirdharayati, he is establishing which is the nakara we are saying. Earlier he said tat upadakatvam pratijanite. Pratijanite means he is declaring. Janati, janami, etc. Based on that word, you should not understand. Pratijanite means he is trying to understand. No. He is declaring. Okay. Now, nirdhariti. He is establishing. What is that? When there is this doubt, which nakara you are referring with an, he is establishing that. atha iti, atra iti. Asmin eva sutre, atra means here. Here means only in this sutra. Asmin eva sutre, only in this sutra. An parena nakarena. When I refer an, it is till the later nakara, not the former nakara. Itaratra tu, in the other places means where. So without doubt he is giving you the sutra ano apragruhyasya ityado. Ano apragruhyasya. In this sutra, etc., in all these places, purene. Only when I say an, there in other places except anudit savarna sacha pratyaya, it is only a I u. In anudit savarna sacha pratyaya, an is a I u evo ayo hayavara la. Okay, so iti ityartha. But why should we not accept a I u as an, or in other places also till the land? Why should you limit it here or in other place? So for that he says, atracha acharya paramparya upadesha rupam vyakhyanameva sharanam. We take refuge in the commentary, in the commentaries which are in the tradition, the traditional commentaries. That is in subject matters like this, our refuge is the traditional commentary. Whatever they say, that is what we are accepting. We don't use our brain and say, we will bring in that, we will bring in this. No, there is no need for that. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. एवं च अनुदित सूत्रेण सूत्रेण अनेन आकारादिभिः चतुर्भिः दीर्घप्लुतानामिव सवर्णभूत हकारादीनामपि ग्रहणात् अच्त्वात् तेषु परेषु इकारस्य यनादिकं स्यादिति न जलविति प्रतिषेधः आवश्यकते स्तम्. Okay, evam. In this situation, we established what Anudit Savarna is. In this situation, Anudit Sutrena Anena Anudit Sutrena, with this Anudit Sutra, Akaradibihi Chaturbihi, Akara, etc. 4. A, I, U, R, R. A, I, U, R. Only 4. Okay? A, I, U, R. Because only these have all the 18s, and only these are which we are referring to. Okay? He says, for all these 4, because ak, I, un, rk, we are only referring to r, till r. Why? We will come to that. He says, iti dirgha plutanamiva. These have the dirgha and pluta. R does not have dirgha and it does not have dirgha. It has pluta though. Okay? So, plutanamiva. So, when I say a, I, u, r, we also include in it the dirgha and pluta. Right? When I say a, I, u, r, we also include not just the hrasva, we also include dirgha pluta. When I say just a, it refers to the dirgha and pluta. When I say at, it refers only to a, short a, only hrasva. When I say ad, it refers only to long a, dirgha a. It does not refer to the hrasva. It does not bring in the savarna. Okay. Now, Taparat Satkalasya is the sutra. So now he says, when I say a, it refers to the other 18. When I say I, U, Ru, the same. Now, similarly, why? Because they are savarna. Similarly, savarna bhuta hakaradinamapi. Tulya asya prayatnam, when I say, we have to say akuha visarjaniyanam kantha, a and ha also are from the same place. Okay, a and ha both are vivara. Okay, so therefore they are from kantha, they are vivara. Therefore they should be savarna. Iti akaradinamapi grahanatva. We have to bring in the ha also, etc. Ha, etc. also. When you say a, ha will come. Okay, like we saw for the previous sutra. We'll come to that. Teshu pareshu ikarasya. When the ha etc. exists, after the e, then iko yanachi. Iko yanachi. Ikarasya iko yanachi iti syat. Yanadikam syat. E plus ha. E plus a, that is a different issue. But e plus ha is a ach. Because they are savarna. Because they are savarna, they are accepted to be savarna. Okay? So, they are accepted to be savarna. If they are accepted to be savarna, then if E is followed by ha, then there will be eco energy prasakti. There will be a possibility of eco energy being applied there. Therefore, what happens is, iti, in this situation, na jalo vidi pratishedaha avashyaka iti sitam. The sutra na jalo, the previous sutra na jalo comes and says, don't do that. Why? The ach and hal can never be savarna. Na ach halo savarnam syat. The ach and hal cannot be savarna. That is why the na jalo becomes important. Okay? So iti sthitam. Anudit sutra se phalamaha. Okay, na jalo is okay. But what is the use of Anudit sutra? For that he says tad evam. Tad evam means tad means that which we are discussing, the prasanga. What is that? Anudit Sutram. The prasanga. What is the prasanga? What is the topic of discussion? Anudit Sutram. Tad means whatever is topic of discussion. That topic of discussion. That means that. That means the topic of discussion. That which is the topic of discussion, the Anudit Sutra. Evam. Evam means in this way. In this way means us, we are going to explain it. What? That is why he says Vakshyamana Prakarena. Us, we are going to explain. In this way it will be. Iti phalati. This is how it is useful. It provides you the result, provides you the fruit, the sutra. Trimshata iti. Trimshata means Rvarnayamita Savarnya Savarnataya Rikarena Swashtadasha Vedanam Rikariya Dwadasha Vedanam Chakrahana Didi Bhavaha. When I say R, then it includes the 18, its own 18, and the Rikaras 12. 18 plus 12, 30. Okay? Rikaro P. Rikaro P. When I say Rikara is 12. Short and elongated. Rasva and Pluta 12. There is no Dirgha Bhavat. Okay? Now, that 12 and R is 18. So, 12 plus 18, 30. Though it is of no use, but still, she says, Rikarasyapi, Rikara Savarna Didibhavat. Because Rikara is a Rikara Savarna. It is homogeneous with Rikara. Rikara is homogeneous with Rikara. Therefore, it is logical. No, but still wait. Ekarena Aikara Prapanchopi Grishyeta. Aikarena Ekara Prapancha. Tata, Okarena Okara Prapancho Grishyeta, Okarena Okara Prapanchascha. What happens? Tatascha echas chaturvimshadehe sanyasyuhu iti evam prakvattapyam. So when I say A, you should also bring in I. You should have to accept it to be savarna. When I say O, you should also bring in the savarna of O. When I say A, it also brings in the group of prapancha, means the group. The group of the I. When I say I, it brings in the reciprocates. It brings in the group of A. When I say O, it brings in the group of O. When I say O, it reciprocates, brings in the group of O. Okay? Because they are from the same place. Edaitoho kanthataluhu, odautoho kanthostham. Okay? A and I, they are from kanthatalu, the throat and the tonsil area. O and Au is a kanthostham, the throat and lips, labial. Okay? Now, therefore, they should be savarna. Tulya se prayatnam. Since their prayatna is same, you should have to give in the savarna. If you say savarna, then 12 of A and 12 of I, 24. Like 18 of R and 12 of L, 30. Similarly, 12 of A and 12 of I, 24. 12 of O and 12 of O, 24. And similar for I and O also. 12 of this and 12 of that. So we have 24 group of characters when I say A or I, not just 12. Similarly for O and O. So, iti vaktavyam, you should have to say that they are also homogeneous because they are from the same place. Natu dvadashanam ityata. Not 12. You say A is 12, O is 12, I is 12, O is 12. You should not say that. You should have to include 24 because they are homogeneous. For that he says edaitoh iti. Kuto nas savarnimityatah A and O, A and I does not become savarna. Why? ए औच इति यदि एदैतोः औदौतोश्च परस्परं सावर्ण्यं स्यात् if let us say okay if A and I, O and O parasparam mithah one for other, so they are savarna, they are homogeneous with each other. Mithah or parasparam, they are same meaning, synonym. Okay. So if they are savarna with homogeneous with each other, A and I, O and O, then what? Then tarhi, then ekarena aikarena pratyancha, okarena okara prapanchascha, akaradivihi dirgha plutanamiva grana sambhavat. So when I say A, I also will be included. When I say O also will be included. Like when I say it also includes in it etc. Therefore, sambhavat, because it is like this, it is possible to, when I say it is possible to include the I also. Therefore, I auchiti sutram narambhyeta arabhyeta cha. Ye should not be bringing in the sutra I ouch. When I say A, I is already included if it is savarna. Then why does he bring in I ouch, a special sutra, separate sutra? And he is bringing in that sutra. And Bhagavan is playing his drum and this fellow is interpreting it as I ouch. Why is he interpreting it as I ouch? Because ataha, therefore, edaitoho odautoscha na parasparam savarnamiti vijnayata iti arthaha. Therefore, we understand that A and I, O and O are not savarna with each other. We understand this. Okay? And ach, ich, age, ityadi pratyaharastu nakareneva nirvahyah. And if they are homogeneous, then instead of ach, ich, age, etc., he should say ang, ing, eng. Instead of ich, instead of age, he should say eng. Echo, yava, yava, not echo, yava, engo, yava, yava, it should be. Eng of padanta dadi, there will be confusion. What does he refer to as eng? Is it a or I or both? There will be problem. So, sacha echo yava yavaha ityatra nacha echo yava yava ityatra yatha sankhyaartham eva I aujiti sutramastu iti vacham. Don't say nacha vacham, don't say this. What? Don't say that in the H O yava yava A O I O is replaced with I O I O. So there is a yatha sankyam, there is a respectively state here. The 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 3 for 3, and 4 for 4. To establish this rule, yatha sankyam, this respectively rule, he is bringing H only for this sutra. He is adding I ouch. Otherwise, I ouch is not necessary. Don't say this. Don't say this. Why? Tatra sthanentramiti sutreneva nirvashyasya vakshyamanatvaditi bhavaha. We are going to explain. Don't say that it is for this rule of yatha sankhya, because we are going to establish that this whole sutra echo yava yavaha can be very well explained. Nirvahya means it can be explained, understood just through this sthanentra sutra. Sthani Antaratamaha, the close proximity in the place of pronunciation. That sutra will take care of this HOYAYH. A should be replaced with I or OW, which there is a doubt. So we say A will be replaced with I, O will be replaced with OW, I will be replaced with I, OW will be replaced with OW. Otherwise, there will be confusion. For A or I, what is the replacement? I or for A or I, is it I or I? There will be confusion. So he says, iti you don't have to bring in yasa sankhya. We can take care of it that rule with your sthanan tattva itself. Okay, iti vastu dastu. But actually, this is the reason why he is bringing I ouch. I ouch iti sutra bhave वृद्धिरादैच न यवाभ्यां पदान्ताभ्यां पूर्वौ तु ताभ्याम् ऐच प्लुतौ ऐचः इदुतौ इत्यादौ एच् ग्रहण आपत्तौ एदैतोः अपि ग्रहणे प्रसक्ते तन्निवृत्त्यर्थम् ऐच् प्रत्याहारः आवश्यकः इति. In the but actually vastu in reality, why he is including aich? This is the reason. Vruddhiraadaich. Vruddhihi ad aich. Ad aich cha vrutti sanyasyat. Ad means a. Tapasat kalasya. Aich means I ow. When I say I ow, only I ow is getting the name vruddhi. When I say aich, it should not bring in a and o because adeng gunaha short rasva ao will get the name guna. They are distinguished. So when I say Vruddhi Radha, this is the first sutra. There will be confusion with the first sutra itself. What is he referring to with the I? Because the sutra does not exist. I ouch does not exist. What is he referring to with Vruddhi Radha? Okay, there's one problem. And what is he referring? Okay, I will remove the ing and I will say I ouch. If you say, then again still is age is I ouch, Vruddhi Radha age, implicitly bringing in A and O, there will be confusion. To take care of these confusions, we are explicitly saying I ouch. Okay, I ouch iti. Purvo tu tabhyamai ityadi sutras. Okay, grahane prasakte dhannivartyatam. To remove that confusion regarding A and O, we are saying I ouch. Okay. Tad artham eva I ouch iti arambhaniyam. For this reason, we have to begin the sutra I ouch. There is no escape from this. Ata I ouch iti Sutra Arambhasya Charitarthatvat. Therefore, I ouch. This sutra is established to be useful. Why we have to begin this sutra? Okay. Now, Edaitoho Odautoscha Mita Savarnya Bhava Sadhaka Kathanam Anupannam eva. Since we have established already that I ouch is useful, therefore, saying this A and I, O and O are homogeneous with each other is impossible. Anupapannam, impossible. Saying that is impossible. Kathanam anupapannam. Edaitoho dautoscha mitah savarnya bhavastu vruddhirade chityado kochit age grahanat adeng guna ityado kochit ait grahanacha sunirvaha. Edaitoho odautoscha. A and O, A and I, O and O, their savarnya abhava, the absence of their homogeneous will be very clearly understood through the help of Vruddhi Radhecha, where the AO will come, if at all you accept it as a savarna, and in Adenguna, where IO will be coming if you don't accept this non-homogeneous rule. Therefore, with this you have to sunirvaha, you have to explain it clearly. Manage. Nirvaha means manage. So nirvaha means you have to nicely manage with these sutras, this explanation. अन्यथा otherwise सर्वत्र एच ग्रहणम एव ऐच ग्रहणम एव वा कुर्यात् otherwise in all the places he should say h or ich instead of वृद्धिरादैच he should say वृद्धिरादेच वृद्धिरादेंग instead of adeng gunah he should say adeich gunah maybe something he should if you say eng if you follow eng you should have to follow eng continuously homogeneously everywhere so that will be the situation tavata eva chaturnam grahana sambhava because when you say a o also is brought in when you say I also is brought in when you say o also is brought in when I say ao the other I also is brought in because they are homogeneous so it will be managed like that but it is not managed like that because that is why we are bringing it explicitly I ouch okay savarnya अथ ऐच एच इति प्रत्याहार द्वय ग्रहण सामर्थ्यात् एदैतोः औदौतोश्च न मिथः सावर्ण्यम therefore since he is bringing in the pratyaharas very clearly h ich h ich ich h whichever okay he is bringing in pratyaharas very h and ich so because of this we have to understand they are different and there is no homogeneous there is no savarna between a and o and a and I and o and au we'll see this om purnamadah purnamidam purnat purnamudachyate पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति शांति शांति